I'm Jay from the Kubz. Welcome back to another episode of Reacting to Scary Story Animations. I got 3 good ones for you in today's episode. If you guys cool with that, you down with that? Everybody get ready and buckle up, because here we go! First episode comes from the legendary Meat Canyon. It is called Gumballs in the Park. Now, a little fun fact before we start this. I've never seen the show that this is supposed to be a parody of, but I do know that those are some big-ass goddamn nipples. Those are some pizza pie, your order's ready, extra pepperoni-ass nipples. So I know that this is going to be a good episode. So let me shut up and let's do this.
Dude, when we get done raking these leaves, we should go watch a movie and order a pizza.
I mean, you got your pizza right there. A pizza pie, you know what I'm saying? Just look to your left a little bit. You got 2 for the price of 1.
You read my mind.
Looking good, boys. Looking very good indeed. You both have done such a good job today. Don't see why you couldn't give yourself a little reward, right?
Like the day off?
How about a gumball?
I don't think...
Unless you both think that you haven't been doing a good job, and if that's the case, maybe I should...
He said, I don't think... I gotta go. I heard my mom calling.
Maybe I should just let you go. I hate to fire you, because in my eyes, you both have been doing so well.
We've been trying our best.
Jolly good show. Jolly good show.
Alright, before I continue with this video where this old man that looks like my left ball just showed up, I'm actually gonna look up whatever this is from, and I'm gonna figure out what this show is even about. The series revolves around the lives of 2 working class friends, a blue jay named Mordecai and a raccoon named Rigby, both employed as groundskeepers at a local park. They usually try to solve a simple problem that leads to a surreal, extreme, and often supernatural misadventure. During the misadventures, they interact with the show's other main characters, Benson, Pop, Skips, Muscle Man, and High Five Ghost. Okay, so now knowing that information, it pretty much gives me nothing, so let's continue.
Yeah, we've been working hard lately, Benson.
I know you boys have. That's why I want to spoil you with a little treat.
Jolly good show.
I want to spoil you with a little treat. For one of my nice, juicy gumballs.
Go on and get yourself one. Better spit on those fingers. These old hinges aren't getting any younger.
Jesus Christ, dude.
A little spin for both of us.
Just a little spin for both of us.
Uh-oh. Looks like somebody got a reward.
What's the other guy gonna get? What's his name, Rigby?
I'm gonna get back to work.
Oh,
Rigby,
no.
you should smile more. You look so much prettier when you smile.
I don't think it's gonna end well for this man.
Now, don't tell anyone I told you this, but you're my favorite here. I think you can go a long way in this company. If you were just a bit more of a team player.
Oh, suck me, fuck me,
Do
senpai.
you think you can be a team player for me, Rigby? Oh, the cologne is intoxicating.
I don't think I want a gumball, Benson. I should probably get back to work.
Come on, no one's looking. You've done so well that I think you deserve 2 gumballs.
Meat Canyon is always the best when they do that soft, whispery, menacing voice. When they're like, yeah, just spin my handle one time. Oh yeah, spit on it. Lick the handle. Throat the handle.
I don't really...
If it's good for me, it's good for you. There's one. I think you have a great future here.
I think a giant
You're my
dick's gonna
number
pop
2,
out.
you know.
Come on,
Hey,
make
but
my
don't
day.
Tell anyone else that.
Make my
They'd
day.
probably get jealous.
Ah, come on! 2
You
purple
deserve
balls.
Easy now. God, you're good, baby.
Oh my.
Go on and get it. God, you're good, baby. Go on. Go on and get it. Go get back to work. But hey, can you do me a favor? Can you have a great day for me?
Who the hell was that? Looking like Shrek's even uglier cousin that he never calls. Dude randomly popped up with a green 70s mullet with a nose that would make Michael Jackson blush. I honestly still don't know what this show is about. I probably would have been laughing my ass off even harder if I've watched this show, just like with the SpongeBob one and the other ones that I've seen that Meat Canyon has parodied. But with this one, I don't know, it was just freaky. Next story of today's episode comes from IMR Scary Tales. It is Foster Home Story 2. Sometimes little kids are scary because they can be so evil. evil and they can be so mischievous. Luckily for me, my son is cool as ice, but these kids, man.
I am a
these
foster
freaking
mom.
kids.
I've been
Let's see
running
what
a
happens.
small foster home for 6 years now. I grew up as an orphan. Hence, I feel bad for every kid who is left to live without parental care.
Yeah.
A
That's
friend
tough.
of mine runs an NGO that helps these foster kids to get adopted to a loving, caring family at times. My name is Michelle, and this is a story of a new kid whom I just took under foster care. It was a Tuesday morning. I was making breakfast for my other kid, a 9-year-old girl who is also under my shelter. I was busy making pancakes when Jenny said from the other room, "Mommy, your phone is ringing. Someone's calling you."
You know what? There's kids involved in this story. I'm not going to roast them to kingdom come. I'm just going to let them do their thing. I'm just letting you all know that right now,
I
right?
realized I left my mobile in a hurry in the bedroom, so I ran to get
Imagine
it.
though,
I
like
was
nobody's
late,
safe.
hence
Just
the
out
call got
here
disconnected
going
before I
after
could
kids,
pick up.
man. And not
When
like
I
that. Come on
returned,
now.
I saw
Just
Jenny
going
was all
after
dressed
kids
to
in like the
leave for
roasty
school
type
and
way.
waiting
Come
for
on.
breakfast.
Stop. Everybody calm down.
I quickly served her the pancake. "Here you go, Jenny. I made your favorite." She smiled and started to eat them. 10 minutes later,
dry-ass
her school
pancakes.
bus arrived. I walked her to the bus and she waved me goodbye. I was about to enter when my phone rang again. This time, I rushed to pick it up. It was my friend Kate, who runs the NGO.
Who's Kate?
"Hey,
She
Kate,
cute?
sorry I couldn't take your call earlier.
She better
Jenny
be.
just left for school." "No problem.
Oh.
Listen, there's a boy
She
about
alright,
to
man.
arrive at our NGO.
She a
He's
clean
7
5.
years old and unfortunately recently lost his parents in a plane crash.
The hell is that thing? Looking like it's called belongs in the trash.
The boy has an uncle working overseas, so there's a chance he might go up for adoption. But until that happens, I want you to take care of him. I'll come by with the lawyer and other legal papers tomorrow, and also drop off the kid to your house.
Nobody talks like that. Hey, somebody check if this girl's an alien.
Is that okay?" "Oh, sure. Tomorrow evening I'm free." "Tomorrow evening it is then. See you."
What the heck? Who talks like that?
Hey, this is Kate, and I was just wondering if you would like to meet this foster kid that is currently in the supervision of my office. Yes, his other parental guidance counselor, lawyer, beep boop bop, she bop, Pluto, Venus, Uranus.
After the phone call, I went to buy some groceries for tomorrow's dinner. I felt emotional thinking about this poor little child who just lost his parents. I wanted to give him a warm welcome, so I decided to cook something nice. I bought some good quality meat, some fresh veggies, sweets, and chocolate.
Good quality meat at Walmart?
When Jenny came back from school, I sat her down and said, "Jenny, tomorrow we are going to have another member in this house. A little boy will come and live with us." Jenny got so excited and said, "Wow, I can have a little brother now." I smiled and hugged her for being such a sweet girl. The next day, Jenny and I decorated the entire house with balloons and colorful paper chains.
What do you mean decorate? You put one doo-doo green blanket on a table and you blow up like 5
chains.
balloons with your hot
At
ass
around
breath.
7 p.m.,
Probably smells
the
like
doorbell
garlic.
rang. Jenny rushed towards the door and opened it with a big smile.
Evil kid,
Kate
evil
was
kid, evil
standing
kid.
there with a small, blonde-haired, blue-eyed boy.
Hey, blonde-haired, blue-eyed boys are evil as shit.
And beside them
Telling you
stood a
that
man
right
in
now.
his late 50s. I guessed him to be the lawyer of the boy. "Please, come on in," I said with joy. They all came and sat down in the living room. Kate looked at Jenny and said, "You're becoming such a pretty girl." Jenny blushed in happiness.
She's
She
like,
then
"You still
looked
ugly,
at the little
Kate?"
boy and said, "You're my little brother, right?" We all laughed hearing her adorable words,
Did you laugh hearing this?
except the little boy. He sat down like a robot, didn't talk, didn't smile, even for once.
Beep boo boo bop boo boo beep. No man, you're thinking of beep boo boo bop boo boo bop. Beep boo boo bop. Beep boo boo bop. Boo boo beep bop. Not beep boo boo beep.
Kate said, "Luke, say hi to your sister. This is gonna be your home now. You'll be very happy here."
F you, Luke said.
Luke looked at me and said in a lifeless voice, "Who is she?" "Oh, that's Michelle. She's gonna be your best friend from now on," Kate replied. I smiled at him, but he kept staring at me lifelessly. His face was so blank that after some time, his stare started to make me feel weird. We all discussed the legal terms and condition and the details of this procedure. It was good to know that Luke's parents have left him enough money to have a sustainable life ahead. He can go to college and avail all the opportunities without any disturbance.
What about Kate?
When Kate was leaving, she bid
Not
Luke
Kate.
goodbye.
What's her name?
Luke
The little girl?
didn't go to hug her once. He stood there some time, while Kate got into the car and then went back to the couch in the living room.
He was like, "This is my party?
I slowly
Do
went
you
and
hate
sat
me?"
beside him. I knew how much trauma this kid had gone through, so I said in a soft voice, "Luke, do you want to get some ice cream?" He kept his head down and didn't answer. Jenny said,
Jenny, that's her
"Maybe
name.
he's tired, Mommy." I smiled and said, "I guess you're right. You keep watching, Luke.
That was
I'll
the
go make your
wackest
bed."
party ever.
I heard
I'd feel
Luke
tired,
asking
too.
her, "Is she your real mom?" Jenny smiled and said, "No, but I like calling her my mommy. She's nice. She's gonna take good care of us."
I feel like whoever raised you is your real mom or dad. It doesn't matter if you're related by blood. Whoever raised you is your real mom. So if your stepdad or stepmom raised you from when you were a young age to adulthood or however old you are, they should be considered your real parents because they're the ones who raised you and taught you values and gave you all their love. So I would call like a step parent a real parent if I was raised from them from an early age. But if I met them when I'm a grown-ass man,
I arranged a bunk bed
you know, if their
for
name's
both
Bill,
of them.
I'm going to call them Bill.
Jenny
I'm not going to call them
slept on the
Dad.
upper bunk, and I tucked in Luke in the lower bunk. I kissed them
Luke need to learn
goodnight,
some
and Luke
respect.
turned to the other side of the
Oh,
wall.
wow.
I
Cold
went to my
ass.
room and lied down in the bed.
Dude
I
got
don't remember the
attitude.
exact time, but I woke up with a strange feeling. With my sleepy eyes, I saw Luke standing right in front of me
shit.
and
Luke got that
breathing
scary
heavily.
life.
The entire room was in complete darkness. I thought he might be feeling sick, so I turned on the bedside lamp and almost screamed in fear.
What the?
Luke was standing there, looking at me, except his eyeballs were pale white.
Whoa.
I don't know how, but his eyes were turned upside
Whoa,
down,
that gave me the chills.
revealing the pale white part. I spoke in a fumbled voice. "Luke, what happened to you?" He blinked once. "My mom is calling me. She's waiting for me in that blue house.
They should have given him a
My
scary
mom.
voice right now.
She keeps calling for me." I picked him up from the ground, shouting, "Jenny! Jenny!" Jenny came running. "What happened, Mommy?" "Calling Kate right now. Please, just call her." Jenny called Kate, but she didn't answer the call. I put Luke on the bed. I got so scared that I couldn't sleep the entire night. Jenny also remained awake with me the whole time. The next morning, when Luke woke up, I asked him, "Do you remember what happened last night?" Luke stared at me, not saying a word. Kate came to see him within some hours after receiving my message. She sat him down and said, "Luke, sweetie, you have to understand that your mom and dad are in heaven now. They're watching you from there.
Oh, damn.
Unfortunately, they can't come here."
Oh, that makes it
She
even
wasn't my real
creepier.
mom. We were all shocked to hear this little boy say such a weird thing. Kate and I exchanged a surprised look. "Sweetie, what are you saying? She was your mom. She loved you." "My mom is in that blue house. She's waiting for me there. Can you please take me there?"
The mom was
None
probably
of us was
buried in the
getting
blue
what was
house.
going on with this child.
Her ghost is
Out of
still there, her
curiosity,
restless
I
ghost.
asked, "Do you
Watch.
know where this blue house is?" Luke replied, "Yeah, I can take you there." What happened next was beyond our expectation. Kate and I thought the best way to help this child would be to do what he says.
This is a really
He
interesting
probably
story, by
wants
the
us
way.
to go outside.
IMR Scary
Children
Tale's been
can
hitting
do
different
weird
lately.
things for weird reasons sometimes.
Got that top tier
So
stuff.
we all hopped
good
into
shit,
my
you know?
car and I started the engine.
The one that you could just make
Luke
lines
sat
on the
right
table with their
beside
stories
me
and just go,
said, "Take the first
"Oh, fuck
Trust me,
yeah."
guys, he gave me directions like an adult for at least half an hour. And beyond our imagination, after taking the last right turn, we came near a huge lake. On the side of that lake stood a small wooden blue house.
Yeah,
we got
mom
out of the
probably
car
died in
and
there.
walked towards the main
Probably
door.
died right in there.
Kate knocked on the door twice. We
kinda
heard
looked like
slow
Michael Jackson from the
footsteps
back.
inside the house. Within a few seconds, an
like,
old
"Knock, knock,
woman
it's
opened
me."
the door. She looked quite like my granny. With surprised eyes, she noticed all of us and said, "Who are you all? Did you make my favorite bread pudding, Mama?" The old woman immediately looked at him and started to sob terribly. She hugged him to her chest and kept crying for hours. We came to know that later, the woman had a son who was in the army. The son often came during holidays to visit her.
What?
One morning, she got the news from the army general that her son died like a hero in the war 2 days earlier.
Why am I getting the
His
chills
name was
thinking
Sam.
about what's going to happen?
Sam died on the 21st of December,
Because I kind of
on
have
the
a feeling.
same day Luke was born. It might seem like a weird coincidence, but every time Sam
Dude,
came
I'm
to
getting the
visit his
chills
mom,
from this story.
the first thing he would say was, "Did you make my favorite bread pudding, Mama?" and hug the poor old woman. Luke
Bro, I'm
roamed
getting
around the
goosebumps
house,
all over my
telling us
arms.
very unnatural details, which only a member of that house could know. And the even
Holy
more
crap.
terrifying thing is that the old woman showed us her son's childhood picture. It was none other than Luke.
Dude. Okay, did everybody get that? Did everybody get how that all happened? Like, that kid of the mom, the old lady, the son died, and I guess it's believed that he was reincarnated into this Luke kid, and his spirit or whatever is now in Luke's body, and that's why he said, "Did you make my favorite pudding, mama?" or whatever the hell that kid said. I don't even know. I wasn't even paying attention. But it gave me the chills because that kid was Luke, the one that died in the war. And that just gives me the chills every time I think about something like that. Like somebody else's spirit being in somebody else's body. I don't know. That shit just creeps me out big time. I don't know what it is, but something about like ghosts and spirits and possession, they hit different with me. I don't know what it is. Maybe when I was a little kid, I watched a movie that really messed me up. But yeah, those are the ones that really get to me whenever I look at scary stories or watch scary movies. Last story of today's episode comes from a channel I've been a fan of for a long time. They are called Mort. This is a Facebook horror story called A Guy Lured Me to His Basement. From Facebook! Guy lured him to the basement from Facebook!
I had just moved
Like, what
into
the
a new
heck?
apartment.
How you do that?
And being the broke post-grad I was, I had pretty much nothing except a few boxes of stuff from my parents' house. It was nice to be done with school and have my own place, yeah, but I didn't even have any furniture. Like I said, I was completely broke, so I thought maybe I'd be able to find something at least decent on the free section of Facebook Marketplace. If you've ever searched for furniture on Facebook Marketplace, you know it's not great. Half the couches there are held up with duct tape or something along those lines.
Probably look like a bunch of
I knew I
casting
couldn't be
couches.
picky,
You know what I'm
but I wanted something that could
Hey, shout out casting couch gang. I'm
at
kidding.
least
I'm
last
kidding.
me until I had enough money to buy a
Not
nice
shouting
one.
out casting couch gang.
I'd been scrolling
Don't
for
even
well
look that
over an
up.
hour.
Don't.
It was probably
Stop.
already a weekend.
Stop it right now. Don't open a secret tab. Don't look it up. You didn't hear that from me. Do what you gotta do. You didn't hear it from me.
And refresh the page. The
Wait,
second
that
I
couch
did,
is
I saw an ad
$0?
pop
Hey, I'll
up
pick that up
titled,
right now.
Brand new couch, never used, free for pickup.
I'll chill in somebody's basement right now for that couch. It's a nice ass
I
couch.
knew I had to be quick if I was gonna have a chance at getting this thing.
The heck?
The couch was in perfect condition.
Wait, I just realized that's a nice ass couch for $0. That's probably how this dumbass got lured to the basement. I said that's a nice couch. I would probably pick that couch up. I would have been lured to the basement. Probably would have been gagged with a ball, spanked with some whips and chains. Actually, that didn't even sound like a bad idea.
The post wasn't even a minute old, and I knew I had to be quick if I was gonna have a chance at getting this thing. The couch was in perfect condition. I quickly typed out a response to the seller, saying I'd be willing to take it off their hands.
Yeah.
I got a response not even 3 minutes later that read, "Yeah, the couch is all yours if you can come pick it up tonight. I'm available anytime past 9 p.m.
That's a
I
red
was
flag.
slightly put off by the response.
Who the hell's available after
It's
9
currently
p.m.?
noon, and this guy
That's
wanted me to
bedtime,
wait
that's
till
sleepy
9
time.
p.m. to pick it up, way past when the sun would have gone down. But I ignored it, thinking maybe
That
the guy had
slash
work
gas
till
cut a
then or
hole in your ass
something.
time.
So I texted him back saying that was fine, and proceeded to wait. Come 8:30, and I sent over a text to the guy saying I was on my way. I typed in the guy's address, and quickly realized the guy lived in the middle of nowhere.
Uh-oh.
Now,
Yeah, that's
I
when you know you're gonna die. When somebody lives in the middle of
live
buttfuck
right next to
nowhere.
the Rocky Mountains, so yeah, there aren't that many people nearby. But this guy was seriously in the middle of nowhere. My GPS said it would take 45 minutes to get there, so
For a
I quickly
couch?
set off.
Bro, I'd rather build my
As I
own couch out
drove,
of the cardboard.
Housing development slowly became less and less frequent.
Wait, I thought he was broke and he got his own whip?
My
Alright.
GPS eventually
Whatever.
took me on these really sketchy one-way
Not
dirt
my story to
roads.
tell.
About 10 minutes later, it said I arrived. Somehow I had service and was able to send out a text telling the guy I was there. Not even 10 seconds later, I got a response simply saying okay.
Wow, he was sitting by the
I figured
phone.
that was this guy's way of telling me he was ready.
Needy.
So I walked up to the front door.
Clingy. Clinger
I knocked
vibes.
on the door, to which someone responded in a muffled voice. "The door's unlocked. Come on in." From the way
Door's
the voice
unlocked, come on
sounded,
in.
it was
Lights
as
are
if
off 'cause
whoever
I'm
said
naked,
it was
don't mind
right
me.
on the other side of the door. I opened the door and peeked inside before entering. I quickly realized how weird this situation was.
He's like, where's
The
my
place was
couch,
pitch
man?
black, with not a single light on. Now, this was before every cell phone had a flashlight on it, so literally all I could use to help me see was the moonlight shining in from one of the windows.
And my high-pitched screams.
I yelled out a hello, to which I could hear someone responding from a door on my left that was open, and I could tell it led to a basement. The voice said, "Come on down here. I got the couch ready to be moved."
If
At this point, I was completely on edge. I replied,
you
saying,
go down there, bro.
No, that's okay. I gotta go." I turned around, swung open the front door, and started running back to my car.
I'm out of this bitch.
I unlocked it, got in, and proceeded to relock the doors.
Oh, crap.
I gave one last glance at the house before leaving. No one had chased me, though through one of the windows I could see the dark outlines of 4 different men just looking out at my car.
Oh,
I
bro.
booked it out of there at that point and drove straight back to my apartment.
That's the 10
When
p.m.
I got
shebang
back,
bang right
I
there.
checked my
4
phone to
dudes?
see I had 3 new messages
the
from the
world?
guy's number. The first one asked why I left, followed by one asking if I still wanted the couch. But the third one is what disturbs me most. It simply read, "You're lucky." This is by far the most disturbing experience of my life, and has caused me to never use Facebook Marketplace or anything similar again. To this day, I'm convinced those guys in that house that night never had the intention to sell me a couch.
Wait, is that how he's looking at his text right now? Is that the face he's making while looking at those 3 texts? Drama queen. Yeah, you are a drama queen, wearing that shit on an airplane. All right, everybody, but that's gonna do it for this episode of Reacting to these Scary Story animations. Hopefully you all enjoyed this. Check out the creators of all the animations in the description box below. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it one big fat like. And tell a friend today that Jay from the Kubz Scouts is that dude!